should you carry one in the head? Or should you carry one not in the head? Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a rainy summer shoots. Today we are out here in the rain. I actually didn't know it was gonna rain today. I actually left from the gym, came straight here to the range, and on my way it started drizzling. I was like, I didn't see this in the forecast. Otherwise, I would have had a different plan. But nonetheless, we are out here. It's drizzling a little bit, so it's not too bad. When it starts to rain really hard, that's when we just gonna take it back to the truck. So anyway, we are here today to determine and to kind of like get an idea whether you should carry around in the chamber or not. So what does that mean? What does carry around in the chamber mean? Well, it means that when I carry my EDC, which most of you know, let's make this empty. Safe direction. All right. I carry the Glock 43X as my EDC. I've been carrying this Glock 43X for about 2 years now, a little over 2 years. And I initially, so let's go back. What does it mean to carry around in the chamber? It means that whenever I put on my EDC, which is my Glock 43X for the day, I put it in my holster. Before I put it in my holster, I'm going to insert my mag, and then I'm going to rack the slide so that I now have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it right there, around in the chamber. So that's what that means. It means, let's make empty again. That means I'm going to walk around with my EDC with a round in the chamber. So let's talk about the benefits and the cons of carrying around in the chamber. All right, first and foremost, carrying around in the chamber allows for there to be a quicker round to be let off in the event you have to defend yourself. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, the quicker option would be timer goes off or threat presents itself to you and you're able to, and I'm empty by the way, empty, just demonstrating. You're able to have the threat come at you, draw, bow. You're ready to let the round go off. Whereas if there's not a round in the chamber, draw, you gotta rack the slide, then take your shot. So without even firing a shot just now, you already know which one is quicker, which is carrying around in the chamber. And with that comes my second point about carrying around in the chamber is you have to have trigger discipline when it comes to carrying around in the chamber. I initially did not start out carrying around in the chamber when I started carrying my 43X simply because I wasn't comfortable. It was kind of like scared a little bit. And what I mean by that is when you walk around with a round in the chamber, it makes you be conscious of the fact that anytime you handle your gun outside of your holster, you have to remember trigger discipline. Even if you're at home and you're just, reholstering or adjusting or anything like that, you have to remember trigger discipline because understanding that you do have a round in the chamber and the moment your finger enters that trigger guard, there could be a round let off if you're not aware or comfortable enough to know that you had a round in the chamber. So I'll say for me, when I first started carrying, I did not carry around in the chamber because I was not trigger disciplined enough. I was not practicing enough to know that when I have a round in the chamber that I automatically need to come out with my finger outside of the trigger guard so that I will not have a mistake or an accident of actually putting my finger anywhere near the trigger for the trigger to go off and a round to be set off. And so that's another, I wouldn't say a con or benefit, but that's something that goes along with number one, which is you get off a quicker shot, but you just have to know that there is a round in the chamber and you have to be mindful of that. So basically carrying around in the chamber, the benefit is you get a round off quicker. You're ready to go. You're not having to rack your slide in the event a threat comes at you, because if a threat does come, and let's demonstrate real quick, got one in the chamber. Threat comes. All right, and I had a little slip up with my shirt. You know, practice. That's why I was saying practice, because you have to get that round off. As soon as you clear the shirt, get the gun out, you're ready to fire right away. And it allows you to get that round off, whereas if I don't have a round in the chamber, and I didn't clock the time on that one, but let's clock the time here. All right, and so that was 263. So I feel like, and I will do one real quick where there is a round in the chamber. 263 where you don't have a round in the chamber and you have to draw and pull the slide back, then take your shot, as opposed to a round already in the chamber and you just shoot. 190. All right, so obviously you can be quicker. You know, everybody's different, everybody shoots differently. But obviously the main point there is the timing factor is gonna be way different with you having a round in the chamber than you not having a round in the chamber. One benefit of not carrying a round in the chamber is that it's kind of safer. So like I said before, if you're not used to carrying your gun with a round in the chamber, and then you don't have trigger discipline, you don't have practice, it's easy for you to have an accident of letting a round off. Where if you don't carry a round in the chamber, you know, the moment that, let's make it empty, the moment you actually pull the gun out, let's say you want to look at something or make sure, you know, your dot is on or whatever, and you pull the trigger, nothing happens because there's no round in the chamber. So it does make it a little safer to carry without one in the chamber. But the benefit of carrying one in the chamber is that when it's ready to go and there's a threat to my life or my family's life, I'm ready to handle that very quickly. So 196 was that time. Obviously with more practice, you know, you can speed that up. You can make sure that you're getting a round off just in time to protect your life, to protect your family. So let's do a couple shots because it's pouring. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's starting to happen out here. Let's get a couple shots off with a round in the chamber and then a round not in the chamber. All right, so here we go. It's starting to rain, so we got to make this thing quick. We're gonna go 10 rounds with one in the chamber and see, you know, how quick this thing can be. All right, here we go. All right, 188, missed a shot though. Here we go. 182. .207. It's wet out here. Ooh, it's on there. 172. Took my time. 208. .243. .227. I'm glad to be out here in the rain doing this because I'm in conditions that I'm normally not shooting in, and it's really helping me to adjust to slippery hands. And I got on glasses, but I don't think in a self-defense situation I would really have glasses on, so being able to see. So, you know, all things happen for a reason. So I came out to this range not even knowing it was gonna rain, but so glad I did because here we are. That's high. 176. .218. .187. Oh, I was right there on it. 207. $172. $187. I think this is more than 10 shots, but it's okay. All right, so slide it, lock back, but now let's do it where we have to chamber around. All right, here we go. So roughly, for not having a chamber around and bullet is already in the chamber, roughly around between 170 and 210 is where we're at. So let's see where we'll be at with having to rack one in the head. $265. $260. $233. $268. $266. All right, $238, and I think that was the best time. $238 with having to rack one in the slide. Y'all, it's raining. Y'all see it? Y'all, it's raining. I'm out here doing this for y'all, okay? Can we just clap it up for summer coming out in the rain, shooting for you guys? But anyway, carrying around in the chamber, I think is the ideal situation. However, I think that before you decide to carry one in the chamber, you need to practice. You need to get comfortable with it. You need to understand daily that you have a potential threat or fatality in your possession that could happen if you're not practicing, if you're not being conscious of a round being in your gun. In the event you pull that gun out, you have to know that I have one in there. Because honestly, for me, coming from not carrying around in the chamber to carrying around in the chamber, I had to adjust. So what I decided to do was I would carry around in the chamber for one day, and then the next day I wouldn't. That way my mind would understand, like, okay, be mindful of what you're doing. Do you have a round in the chamber today or do you not? And so then I gradually built that to carrying around for 2 days, and carrying around for 3 days, and carrying around for 4 days. And I kind of like fluctuated until I got more comfortable. And so now I carry around every single day, because in my mind I know I have a round in the chamber and I have to be more careful, more conscious. So y'all let me know if you're carrying around in the chamber or not. I do understand that there are some people who are against carrying around in the chamber because of the safety practice that needs to be put into place. But you know, we saw the time today. If you don't carry around in the chamber and a threat comes at you, you've got almost like anywhere from a half a second to an entire second difference between having that round in the chamber. So y'all let me know what y'all think. It is about to pour. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we're gonna cut this video short today. I did have some more drills I was gonna run, but it's raining and it's a little bit chilly. So until next time, oh, wait. The hoodie, it is going to be live on March the 1st. Make sure y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be right up under the description of the first video in March. So make sure y'all check out this hoodie. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. Where can I get it? Stay tuned. March the 1st, this hoodie and some other things will also be added to this. So y'all stay tuned. March the 1st, this will be dropping, and some other things. So until next time, stay armed, stay safe, stay vigilant. Peace.